What are you talking about? I always like what Tommy do. Tommy got more talent than me on YouTube. I'm gonna be honest. What anybody gonna say, it's hard work. I'm not taking anything away from your work. I know how hard you work because I work hard my goddamn. It's for me, man to man, that I'm not gonna take away from what you do. So how long you been doing it? You've been doing it since 2012, 2013. So it ain't coming from me. So even if we start off on a bad foot, it's a lot of niggas start off with a bad foot.
But that's why the conversation need to be had.
I don't disrespect you as a content creator.
But that's why the conversation.
That quality of level. And I'm putting these Pan-African dating shows out every week. So if we're going to talk about somebody stole something from somebody, then obviously I would be like him, which I'm not. I'm much more of a well-rounded creator than he is. I'm a much more talented creator than he is. That's my personal opinion. It might not be yours. But also with this whole thing with the manosphere and black men are supposed to work together, Tommy has shown time and time again, he can't work with anybody, which is why no YouTuber that's on YouTube right now, whether it's me, whether it's Tariq, whether it's Kwame Brown, even Kevin Samuels, he can't work with anybody. All right? And see, Tommy has to be a mature man at some point and look at himself in the mirror. Stop being mad at others for your failures. Okay? This is now big bro talking. Let me give you some advice, little bro. Oh, let me son you real quick.
Boy, if you don't get it's Mr. Madness, baby. Marbury. Dick Jones. And now they call me Fire.
Let me say this. Old Face Jackson. For those who don't know, Old Face Jackson, he should be on the screen there. Thank you, Lavelle. That man right there, ladies and gentlemen. This man decided to make videos about me for absolutely no reason. I'd done nothing to him, had said nothing about him. There was no reason for beefing. And as a matter of fact, I've never done anything to him except this. I've ignored him. Now, I will apologize for that, Oshay. I will apologize for ignoring you. I know that a lot of you guys were fans. And the problem with people who were fans is if anything ever happens, they turn into Electro. Now, if y'all don't mind, I'm going to point something out to you, and y'all tell me if it's a fair point or not. Take a look at your screen here. On the screen here, and I'm going to let you guys over here on Instagram take a look at it too, since that's where they seem to be stealing stuff from. Take a look at that. That's old face Duke Shoot Jackson. That's him. Now, in the process of looking at old face Duke Shoot Jackson, what do we see? Does it look like he's living in a nice place? As a matter of fact, look at his hair. Look at his head. Look at his beard. Look at his clothes. Look at that little thing on the back when there's nothing else in there. Does it look like he's living a fabulous life? Does it look like he's living a wonderful life? Does it at all look like this man was living a wonderful life? At any point in time, did it look like he's living a wonderful life? He wasn't rich. He wasn't balling. And people wonder why I call him Old Face Jackson. Do you guys know I'm about 12 years older than this man? I am about 12 years older than this man. And that picture in which I put up of him was him about 8 years ago. That's what he looked like 8 years ago. Jennifer, thank you. Troy, thank you. Monte and Sad's Life hitting that cash out. That's about 8 years ago. That's what he looked like. That's what he dressed like Sassy girl, no, I'm not joking. I am not joking. He has a problem with me because I didn't acknowledge him. Now, I want to point something out to you, Oshay. And I'm going to let y'all hear his so-called roast of me while playing my video back. One, Oshay said he'd be willing to do a one-on-one with me if I pay him $3,000. Question. Did I ever ask to talk to Oshay Jackson? Have I ever tried to reach out to old face Duke Shoot Jackson? Does anybody remember a time in which I did this? That I ever reached out and tried to talk to this man? Thank you for whoever hit that Cash App. Thank you very much for hating. If you hadn't hit the Cash App, make sure you do. I've never done it. Matter of fact, I don't try to do shows with him. Never asked. I don't try to hang with him. Never tried. Don't try to speak with him. Don't try to collab with him. Do not. He was a fan of mine. I've never been a fan of his. And that's not a knock on him. I just don't watch other people's stuff like that. I just don't. Now, I think that's what used to cause problems. That people want you to be close to them because they're close to you. Well, what you should do is look at me like the guy who delivers your pizza. The guy who delivers your pizza, he brings you nurturing food that nourishes your body. But I don't see none of y'all getting mad because he don't come in and eat with you. I don't see none of y'all going off because he don't acknowledge you when you see him at the store. I don't see none of y'all getting mad that y'all don't have each other's phone number and talk outside of him delivering your pizza. See, you paid for it, he got compensated, and he delivered you your food. He doesn't have a respect of person, he just delivers food. I just deliver a message. And the thing about it is, the majority of you don't pay. You just watch and you consume. And I don't have a problem with that. I understand it. It used to be a problem, really no problem with me because I got paid per the views I got. So I never thought about it any other way than I was speaking, stuff would happen. Money would come. Never paid any attention. There were plenty of times, and many people will tell you, I never cashed the checks. But he got upset with me for no other reason than I didn't want to be his homeboy. And I want you men to understand, and maybe it's not a good thing about me, I'm just not a fan of being up under a man. I know many people have friends, and I'm not saying that you shouldn't, and you guys who do it, there's nothing wrong with it. And I probably would have saved myself some grief if I hung out with some homeboys every now and again. But I just don't feel like hanging on to men. It's never been my thing. I feel uncomfortable doing it. I don't know what it means. I just do. I hang out with you for a little bit, then I go on my way. It's always been me. But it bothers him. And it bothered him to the nth degree. He's tried to be my friend over and over again. Now, Oshay talks bad about me. Now, Oshay says, I ain't this and I ain't that. And not only does old face, do it, but a lot of these people are doing it. They thought I was dead. They thought I was whatever they thought I was. And they didn't stop making videos about me. After this video, I'm going to go live about Tariq Nasheed lying about me. Then when I came back, they've all decided, thank you for the person who hit that Cash App, Jennifer, thank you. Now they've all decided that they're just going to make videos and get me to respond so they can be the only ones responding on YouTube. And you got so many people stealing my stuff, and I found them. Nope. Now you're just going to repost my stuff. Right, he was all in the chat making donations. Thank you, Big Timer 24. He would always be in my chat making donations. Now, old face, I'm sorry, I'm an old man. Your face look like it's 10 years older than I actually am. But let me explain something to you. This is how I grew up. Once you put the penis in your mouth, you can't pretend you didn't have it in your mouth. See, you can't go back the next week and act like it ain't been there. You know, you fellas, you know how we do it. Women talk crap about you, but you can't do that now. The penis has already been in your mouth. Well, sir, you came over to my show and gave me virtual fellatio in front of the whole world. You've already done it. You already told people I'm the first and the best to ever do it. That's what you said on my show. It's already been in your mouth. So let me ask you, how can you then turn around and act like now you didn't say it? So did you get offended when I said, were it not for me, you wouldn't be doing this? None of you would. You wouldn't. And then I'll let y'all hear what he said, but because I haven't heard the whole video, so I want to hear it with you guys. But that's why I said I'm like Spider-Man, and I got a rogue gallery of villains. Now, as a villain, he couldn't be the Green Goblin. No. He couldn't be the Green Goblin. And then he couldn't be the Hobgoblin. So I'm going to have to come up with another name with all that fellatio you gave me on the show. I'm going to have to either call you the Knob Goblin or the Cop Goblin. So which name should we call Old Face Jackson? That's his villain name. Either the Knob Goblin or Cop Goblin. Knob Goblin, because that's what you was doing that day. You was Knob Goblin or Cop Goblin. That's what you were doing that day. Just a Knob Goblin, Cop Goblin. That was you. You can't take that back. I never said these things about you. What nice have I said about you? And not that I'm not a person who won't be nice to somebody. I just didn't know you. I had no reason to say something nice about you, Knob Goblin. Because that's all you were doing. You went from gobbling my knob to gobbling what's his name? Kevin Samuel's knob. All you do is go around cock gobbling. That's all you do. Just gobbling cocks. You an adult male. This was your background, sir. It wasn't mine. It was yours. I didn't come into the game looking like that, having that background. Never did. You can't find no old videos of me looking like that, with the wall like that, broke down like that. You can't. So in all these years, you've decided to do one video where you did that I owed child support. Remember that one? You remember that one? No proof, just did it. Didn't care, just started yelling it. Then you said, like all of them say, and maybe somebody can tell me why they say this. Thank you, Rochella, and thank you, Malik, for hitting that cash app. Why is it that they make videos about me and then I respond and they claim that I'm responding because I'm trying to be relevant? Can somebody explain to me how that works?
Because it doesn't make sense.
Can somebody explain to me how that works? And again, my line is open. They can hit the link. And if I got something to say, come on, hit the link. I'm not bothering these people. I wasn't bothering him. There was no pressing issue that he needed to do that video. There was none. He didn't find out something. There was nothing going on. He literally listened to a woman yell and cuss. And I want y'all to, let's just, right. Then he tried to talk about me telling people to hit the Cash App. Old face. Before Kevin Samuels died, not only was he telling people to hit the Cash App, but he started singing my Instagram song, the Make 'em Mad, Make 'em Mad, Make 'em Wanna Come Kick My Black Ass, donate some money, donate some cash, and make 'em mad. Your man that gobble his cock. Cock, you gobbling cocks. That's you. Your man, who you like to tell people was rich, was asking people to hit the Cash App. Your man, who you tried to say is rich, he dead now. But he was telling people to hit the Cash App and was broke before YouTube. This is a fact. You can put it up. You ain't never made no video about him being broke. He was broke. You ain't heard nobody come tell you how broke I was for YouTube. In all these years, it ain't came out, has it? The first video you saw of me, I had thousands of dollars of equipment. Is this a lie or facts? It ain't happened to me. Y'all came into the game begging. I didn't. Didn't know anything about Cash Apps, knew nothing about any of this stuff. I got paid off my work and y'all saw it. Now you said that it's something wrong with me yelling at the camera. But you had no problem playing a woman's video who was yelling at the camera. Now me, I was yelling at the camera because I was being lied on by you and her. And it's what I've done. I yell at the camera because it's entertaining. Because you enjoyed doing it when you were sending me money. Is that not a fact? When you was telling people I am the most entertaining and the best to ever do it. You said it. Now you're trying to take the cock out your mouth and pretend that you wasn't sucking it. But you got a problem with me responding and doing what I normally do. Being funny and entertaining to the point of where you got people in your comment section right now telling you how I don't like Tommy, but that shit was funny. But you played this woman's video who was yelling and lying the whole time. Are none of you old face Jackson fans are going to point that out? That he tried to talk about how I responded. The tone of voice in which I used. But he had no problem playing this woman's video who was yelling at a man she's never met, who she keeps wanting to get with, and that man keeps saying no. But every time I do respond to these fools, then they turn around and say, I'm trying to be relevant. You're on YouTube, not me. You should be glad you're able to make money and I'm not. And let me tell y'all how impressive it is and let you know how fake and phony these people are. Because after he made his one video about me and I responded online, guess what he did? Made another one. And I knew it. I told him, he's going to make another one. He can't help it. You know why he made another one? Let me tell you why. He did a video about a middle-aged woman talking about Kevin Samuels. Did a video about Donovan Sharp and Kevin Samuels. Did another one about Tom Brady. Did another one about Chicago. Did another one about teachers. Did one about Kyrie Irving. Did one about struggle IG model. Did one about Michael Jordan, some loser, women voted. Did another one about Donovan McNabb. Did one about Nick Cannon. Did one about Tia Mowry. Did one about female Pookie rapper. All these things. But if you look on his channel, out of all the last 2-3 weeks of videos he's done, are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows of videos, because he do several videos a day. Mr. He Rich and I Ain't. Mr. I'm Broke. You've done all those videos. Guess which one jumped up in 2 days to 35,000 views? Wasn't Kyrie Irving. Wasn't Donovan Sharp. Wasn't Tia Mowry. Wasn't Dr. Umar Johnson. Guess which one it was? And you saw those numbers, and guess what you ended up feeling like you had to do? Make another one. And I told everybody you were going to make another one. And in the comment section, y'all laughed about how you making money off of it. And I thought about it. I said, how are these the same people trying to call somebody broke? Now I want to point out to y'all people calling somebody broke. The majority of the people in your audience, Mr. Traveling the world and sleeping with women in Africa, were you traveling before? No. 2, are the people in your comment section going to travel with you? No. So y'all people are sitting up there trying to tell me I'm broke, and that grown black people are arguing this. But I got more than you do. And here's the coup de grace. If he believes I'm broke like he said he does, guess what I offer? We both get online and we log into our accounts. And we show who got the most money. And the offer's still on the table. Do you think he took me up on that offer? Did any of them take it up? Do you know they actually said I can somehow falsify this information, logging in real time? Not taking a snapshot of it. Oh, no. Going into the app, into any of the banking apps, and logging in. Because for some odd reason, I should not have to sit up here and argue with people I do not know about if I got money or not. But if you're going to go around and keep saying it, then why couldn't we just prove, let's play big bank, take little bank? I don't mind doing it. But instead, you and your people online would rather keep on making the same old dumb joke, which makes no sense. He lived with his mama. He went broke. And at the same time you're saying it, you're literally watching the person who how they eat is how you now eat. And we don't think you, old face Jackson, could have survived as long as I have being banned. Somebody tell me I'm lying. Somebody tell me if any one of y'all could have survived. All you people who don't like me. 5 months, 6 months, a year, 2 years, being banned from your job, not being able to go to work at your job, the thing that you good at, the thing that paid your bills, and y'all love to try to tell somebody they need to diversify. Well, while you're saying that, you need to say that to the American citizens who was complaining about the pandemic. Oh, y'all don't hear me? I don't hear not one of y'all so-called black folks telling your mamas and daddies when they got laid off their job, they should have diversified. Isn't it funny? That's why I don't trust black liberals. That's why I don't trust liberals at all. Because the same people that try to tell you money ain't important when they don't have it, be the first one to throw it up when they get a couple of damn dimes. You was living up there with a dry erase board on the wall. You shouldn't say a word to nobody. There's an old saying I used to hear. It said, there but before the grace of God go I. You'd rather sit around call a man broke that you gave virtual fellatio in front of the world. You said was the best that ever did it. The most entertaining. That's what you called about me. Now you done took that away. Why? You can't even tell these people why you don't like me. Because I've never done anything to you. Ever. You keep messing with me. And then after you do it, I forgive you because I don't have time to be messing with you because you're irrelevant to me. I don't know you. I don't know anything about you to even get in a roast battle with you other than your face. And I'm so good at what I do that I roast your face daily and win. That's how good I am. Old face Jackson, have I had to lie on you? Have I had to use the words of another woman who didn't like you or some other woman out there in the streets that don't like you? Nope. I roast what I see. You have to make things up. If your life was going as great as it is, all y'all should ask yourself this. Oshay fans or not Oshay fans, ask yourself this. If his life was going so well, why does he keep circling back to talk about me? And he ain't talking about me because something real going on in my life and he found out, so it needed to be researched or spoke about. It literally is he broke and lived back at his mama house. Why would this man say this? And his source is a girl who goes around sleeping with everybody on YouTube and lying on them. A girl I've never met. If that came across your desk, Mr. Manosphere, you would have never done that story. Out of the respect of the fact that, one, I just told this man he the greatest to ever do it. And two, why would I be using the words of some woman? But this ain't the first time you've done it. You did it the other time when you tried to talk about me. You literally speak and argue and roast like a woman. You owe child support. No proof. If I owed child support, y'all would see this. Baby's mama don't come out and say it. Can't find it online why I owe it. But you get to say it, and your audience, because they dislike me so much, they don't care what y'all say. As a matter of fact, Old Face Jackson, do you know what you're doing? You're doing like one of those people who were upset that a girl didn't date them in high school and the girl didn't know you existed. And so you read in the paper that something might have happened to her and you went out and gloated, not because she ever did a thing to you, but because of what she wouldn't do to you, date you, or because if the football player tears his knees, you're out there cheering because he tore his kneecap because he was the captain of the football team and he didn't speak to you in the hallway. He don't sit by you in the class. He don't acknowledge you when he come in the classroom. So now you want something bad to happen to him and you actively participate in it now. You spread as many rumors as you can. He's 35 and he shows up at the class reunion, and because he don't have a wife, you didn't write that he gay. He never bothered you. He did not speak to you because he's mean. Y'all just didn't travel the same circles. You knew who he was. He didn't know who you were. And now that you've gotten a little bit of people like you, I guess, because it ain't much, because you're working a whole lot. I mean, you doing several videos a day for a rich man that travel. So you can't talk about me and trying to get money when you literally are just putting out celebrity junk. You a grown man up there celebrity gossiping. That's you. And you told somebody they ain't switched it up when you got the same old dumb intro for the last 4 years. Same one. You haven't caught on anywhere. No one knows you. How many celebrities know you? None. Who's ever walked up to you and said, "Hey, that's Old Face. I'd like to take a picture with that Old Face"? Nobody. And that's what bothers these men. For as much as I'm not known, but for as much as I live in my mama's house, for as much as I am broke, I'm still more known than you. And it was hilarious that you would have the nerve to say, give you $3,000 to talk to you, when I've never asked to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you. I'd like to be left alone. But you won't leave me alone. So tell your audience why you won't leave a man alone that doesn't bother you and ask to be left alone. Why would you need to do a video on a woman's video saying that I'm broke? If this woman was entirely correct that I'm broke and I'm living in my mama's house, why would that be something you need to talk about? Because I've been on top for 10 years. The pandemic showed how people are this close to being homeless. Somebody tell me I'm lying. The pandemic showed how people are this close to losing a house. The pandemic showed how people are this close to losing their cars. The pandemic showed it. But I don't hear none of y'all Negroes, and many of y'all was affected by it. But you want to sit up here and Tommy get broke. No proof. None. You ain't seen a repossessed car or repossessed house. None of this. You ain't seen a foreclosed house. You ain't seen me without a car. Nothing. He living in hotels. Where did you normally see me at when y'all saw me before? Traveling, Where did y'all normally see me at? In different spots. This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen before in my life. So when I was in the hotel before, it was different than being in the hotel now. That was different. Literally, y'all say this year, where was I? Cancun, Miami, Philadelphia, Chicago, New Orleans, and Texas. I forgot where I was in Texas. I think it was Dallas. Am I making this up? Am I making this up? So how many of them were making jokes about me living in hotel rooms then? How many times did I go down to Fresh and Fit them within a month or 2 months? Was I living in hotels then? Sure was. I don't get it. And last I checked, let's just say a hotel room was, let's just imagine if I could get a hotel room for $30 a night. A Fleabag hotel room. Somebody tell me how much that would be a month. A Fleabag hotel. Find a hotel for $30 a night. Prorated out for a month. How much would that be? Do you know how stupid y'all sound saying somebody live in a hotel room? They would have to pay for it. And it would cost more than your rent. Y'all can't be that dumb. But it doesn't matter. Because when you lying on somebody and you built full of hate, you'll just say whatever you want. And it doesn't matter how stupid it sounds. And then you got a group of people sitting there laughing. Yeah. He live in a hotel because if you pay $30 a night, wait a minute. It's more than your rent. How can a person be broke if they were paying $30 a night? And I don't know where you could find a $30 a night hotel. But if it looks like, do I look like I'm staying in a $30 a night hotel? It doesn't make sense. I ain't seen a hotel. I haven't stayed in a hotel in years that was probably less than $150 a night. But y'all have watched me do it, and I didn't brag about it, but y'all got jealous about it. So if I ever am not able to do it, people I don't know is going to go around saying, he broke. And what the hell does that mean from black folks who are always claiming that the system keep them broke? I've always told y'all how dumb black people are. They the main people saying the white man keep them down, and the first people to brag about the white man keeping somebody down, or somebody being down. Why would you sit around cheering? And again, you might have heard 19 good things about me, old face Jackson. You ain't made no video about them. Not one. But some woman who been trying to sleep with me for years and I refuse to do it, makes a video and you couldn't help but play it? You couldn't help but play it. That made sense to you and your audience? Oh, yes, it does. Because many of y'all kept saying, that's karma. So when one of y'all family members get killed, that's karma. When somebody in your family get raped, that's karma. When somebody in your family catch cancer or some kind of disease, that's karma. Oh yeah, I was in Vegas. Sorry about that. Thank you. And that was all this year. That was all this year. Karma, y'all black folks love using the word karma on people. And it's only on people you don't like. Because when something bad happens to you or some people around you, I never heard y'all say karma. Now again, If anybody wanted to talk to me right now, there's a link. You can come right up here and I'll let you come right up here and talk to me. But this dude sitting up there lying, talking about some maybe, you know what? I'll just let y'all hear more of the lies from this dude. Because he went right back and took him a few days because I roasted him so bad and it was pretty funny. I didn't know it was that funny. I'm not going to lie. I went back and listened to it and it was really funny. Because everybody keeps playing it. And what really bothers him is that I'm really good at what I do. I think that's the thing that hurts these people the most is because I'm really good at what I do. So hit the Cash App. I don't understand how they gonna think that because they keep saying I'm begging while they can collect Cash App, I'm supposed to not do it now. Somebody please make that make sense to me. You have a Cash App. When they hit yours, you're not begging. I'm banned from YouTube. You get YouTube views and YouTube AdSense, and you still asking for it. But I'm begging. And then you'll have me on your channel, and we'll donate the money to charity, which will end up being me. What the fuck is wrong with you? See, where I'm from, you don't even want to keep talking back and forth to niggas like you. You just hope that God put you in the same place as niggas like this. And you see if they say that shit they were saying online to your face. Because what you said ain't funny. What you said ain't cute. And to just sit up there and just keep lying on somebody. And then after you poke and prod and fuck with them, you then try to play victim and act like somebody's wanting your clout. When I begged you stop making videos about me, leave me the fuck alone. You gotta love it. People fuck with you to then act like you fucked with them. Maybe you will talk to me on one of your third or fourth channels. Nigga, you got 100 channels. What are you talking about? You diversify. You go from one thing on YouTube to another thing on YouTube, and you call that diversifying? My 300 people on Instagram. How many are on yours? And I keep getting Instagrams knocked down. How many are on yours? I have 1,000 people live right now on Rumble. How many are on yours? I have the same amount of people live on my Rumble as you do on YouTube. And I think I have more. Mac G says, and by his logic, ODJ, fresh and fit, Sneeko has passed him up. Amen. By your logic, sir. By your logic, Donovan Sharp has passed you up. By your logic. I'm not bothering you. I don't make videos about you and how this stupid little, because the charity will end up being you. You're making videos about me. Not the other way around. You're talking about my life. You're running down my life. I can't run down yours. I don't know you. And I wouldn't invest in another man's life like that. Especially if the only reason I'm upset with him is because I'm upset with him because he wouldn't be my friend. Because he didn't talk to me like I thought he should have. All that sarcasm you put in that video, you know what it proved? That for some odd reason, for as much as you are better than me at production, you bring more value than me, you're not a scammer like I am, for as much as all that holds true, for some odd reason, you felt the need to compare yourself to me. You felt the need to bring me up. You feel the need to keep bringing me up. Not the other way around. Somebody say Andrew Tate passed you up. All these people passed you up. If you were doing that much better than me, you would have never found the time to say anything about me. There would have been no need. Remember, because I'm living at my mama's house, you would have never wanted to talk about that guy, especially when that guy ain't talking about you. The truth is, still a G.
I'm still a G. And you know I don't play that shit. And you a G, don't say that shit. Come on, cause from the I'm still a G. And you know I don't play that shit. If you a G, don't say that shit. Come on, let's go. I'm still a G. And you don't leave me a bad shit. Still a G. Don't say that shit, you know what I'm saying? Come on, cause from the I'm still a G. And they know I don't play that shit. If you a G, the song say that album, you know what I'm saying? From beginning. I'm still a G. From beginning to the end of the album, baby. 365. You know it's a G. From the I'm still a G. Yeah, and you know I don't play that shit. If you a G, don't say that shit. Come on, that boy, I'm still a G. And you know I don't play that shit. And you a G, don't say that shit. Come on, I know you can't get enough of this. And you know I don't play that shit. You a G, don't say that shit. Come on,